What's going on, guys? Well, I hate to do it, but I'm taking the flashlight off the keys. And it's only for one reason. This thing keeps falling off now. So initially, when I put this flashlight on here, and if you haven't seen the other videos, this is magnetic. All right, so it's a magnetic base. I have it so that, you know, when I take it off, it automatically turns on. At first, when I had this, I was just a little bit annoyed just because the magnetism, and I've talked about this in the past, when you have flashlights with magnetic bottoms and you put them on your keys, other metal things, such as keys, will obviously stick to it. It gets kind of clumped up. Another issue I was having for a while was when the magnetism was broke just a little bit, it would turn on. Okay, so I wouldn't necessarily fall off in the beginning when I started carrying it. If I threw it on a table or something, you know, it'd be this flash of light, which is a little bit annoying, but honestly not a big deal. However, recently it fell off in the car. I went to get out of the car and I grabbed my keys and it bumped on my steering wheel and it fell off inside the car. I didn't even notice it. I was at the grocery store. And then when I grabbed my keys coming out of the grocery store, I noticed it was gone. And I was like, you know, really bummed, like, you know, it's got to be somewhere around the grocery store. Instead of looking around, I checked the car first, and luckily it was in the car. Later that day, it fell off again. So, I mean, it doesn't seem like it's losing its magnetism or anything like that. I just think it's, you know, happenstance that it bumped on something enough where it broke free. So because of those reasons, and it is actually falling off now, I don't want to lose it. So it is coming off the keys. It's just one of those things. Now, I'm not going to replace this right away with another flashlight. I usually like having a flashlight on my keys. But because of redundancy, I carry a flashlight, you know, with my pocket organizers and stuff. It's not totally necessary to have, you know, a spare for a spare. I always keep flashlights in my car. I probably have 15 different flashlights all over the place at any given time. But like I said, even when I'm going somewhere, I'm away from the house, I always have a couple that are in my vehicle as well as, you know, on me. So even if I grab a pocket organizer that does not have a flashlight, I don't have one on my keys, I could still go to my car if I really, really need a flashlight. Anyway, there it is for now. It is off my key setup. Obviously still love it, still means a lot to me. I will mount this somewhere, I'm not exactly sure yet, and still utilize it as a flashlight. I'm kind of thinking maybe my laundry room. I can mount it to the wall. I have like a, you know, a strip of different tools, you know, mops and brooms and all kind of stuff like that. Maybe have it in there so it's quickly accessible if I need a flashlight in that area. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just want to mention that. It's kind of an update for people. I did have one person on Instagram ask me, you know, how it's holding up. And like I said, I mean, it's been good, but it ran its course. I will eventually put another flashlight on the keys, but not in the current state. Someone actually commented and said, you know, everything looks cool, but those keys are a hot mess. And it looks like it. It's pretty bulky, and I've talked about this for years. I mean, I go from having a very minimalist key setup to slowly adding tools. Oh, this would be cool, throw it on the keys. Oh, this would be cool, throw it on the keys. And it just builds and builds and builds. So, you know, I'll always be changing things. But I do have, obviously, a couple staples that I like. And, you know, obviously, I'm carrying my own little knife here, which is a lot of fun. That eventually will probably come off. But, you know, for now, I wasn't bothered by the bulkiness of it. I carry lots of gear, as you guys know. So, you know, being a minimalist type person is not really, it's not part of me. I've never really been a minimalist. I've always had extra stuff. And extra stuff doesn't bother me, so it's not a problem. A lot of times people will use the term overkill. Is it overkill? Yeah, it usually is overkill for me, but it's not an issue. You know what I mean? I don't have to have the bare minimum. I like having options. But anyway, that's it for now. Just want to do a quick update. Love the light, but definitely not for the keys. It's not working out. So it is what it is. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.